Hi, I'm Jeremy Stafford, the Military Law Enforcement Sales Manager for Mossberg Firearms. I'm going to talk to you real quick today about a couple of our new shotguns, the 590R, which stands for rotating safety, and the 590RM, which is rotating system magazine. So without getting into the difference or advantages or disadvantages between tube-fed and magazine-fed, we understand that there was going to be a market for both, specifically with this platform, so we wanted to provide both. Our culture here at Mossberg is we don't want to tell the consumer what they should have. We want to make sure we're responding to what the consumer wants. So a couple of the things that we did when we looked at making a really good pistol grip solution, and this was actually born out of a contract that we did for an allied foreign government for a breaching shotgun, and that was to take a pistol grip shotgun and move the safety to where it's been optimized for that pistol grip, because that doesn't exist, or prior to this, it didn't exist in the space. Whether it was our gun with the top tang safety or a competitor gun with a trigger guard safety, you still had to break your master grip to administratively handle the shotgun, loading, unloading, making ready, things of that nature. You don't have to do that with this gun. With our pistol grip version, you'll notice that my master grip, I can keep that thumb at the safety, and I can access the action release with that same thumb. If I were left-handed, I'd simply use the bump of my knuckle to disengage that and my thumb to manipulate the safety. So we never have to break that master grip. We never have to get our finger near the trigger guard, and it allowed us to do some really cool things with the receiver. So one of the problems historically with pistol grip shotgun is you're adapting a pistol grip and a collapsible stock, like an AR-15 style stock, to a gun that has a dropped comb. So you would, anytime you brought the gun up, you'd end up with a chin weld rather than a cheek weld. And if you're gonna shoot a shotgun all day in a training evolution, you're gonna have a bad day, because that shotgun is gonna start moving and hitting you in the face, and the next thing you know, you're running around like Alvin and the Chipmunks with a big old chipmunk cheek. This eliminates that from happening. I shouldn't say eliminates, this mitigates that quite a bit, because what happens now is I can take it just as I would like an AR-15, and I have the same line of sight, line of bore. I have a good cheek weld rather than a chin weld, so I can control the gun during recoil a little bit better. And it allows me to use most popular AR-15 accessories, for instance, lower 1/3 co-witness risers, popular red dots, aim points, MROs, things like that. You can use like these wonderful Magpul flip-up sights. And even though we include our own collapsible stock, if you're a big fan of another brand, you can go right on there. It's a milspec buffer tube, and it's a standard AR-15 style pistol grip. So whichever one you prefer, you can run. You'll notice that we also changed it to a flat face trigger. And that wasn't just so that we'd have like a Me Too kind of thing with a flat face trigger. That was actually set up so that when you change the pistol grip on it, no matter what size your hand was, you'd be able to get a consistent trigger finger placement on the trigger, which, you know, when you're looking at a gun that you might be entrusting your life with, we want to make sure that we're consistent and accurate all the way through. So that's the RM, and it's available, or the R and the RM, and they're available in a couple of different configurations, with the heat shield, with standard barrel, with a standoff device on the end of it. So again, we don't want to tell you what you need to do. We want to make sure that we're able to respond to what the consumer wants. With the magazine-fed variants, a couple little things you're going to notice are changed. With the new gun, we went to an AK-style paddle. And the reason we did that was to kind of simplify it a little bit. What we noticed was a lot of our end users with the M shotguns were utilizing their support hand when they reloaded to bump the legacy magazine release button. Well, that kind of takes the advantage away of a button. So we looked at that and we thought, what can we do better to make it easier for these people to reload? And we ended up going with a paddle style. So it's easy to take it out, it's easy to put it in, and it's easy to handle that administratively, loading, unloading, changing magazines, things of that nature, without fumbling around and trying to hit a little button. It's a little more positive. It's a little more repeatable with this rather large magazine in your hand. So we like to think that we haven't left any stone unturned. We even took a look at the cap on the magazine tube, and we replaced that with flats so that it's easy to get on and off. You don't need padded jaws on a pair of pliers. And it also has a QD cup in front. So with the QD cups in the rear and in the stock, and now the one up front, you really do have a completely ambidextrous solution as far as mounting things, as far as slings, manipulating the shotgun, and using the shotgun in the most likely defensive scenarios. So there you have it, the R and the RM. Thank you for watching.